think it's for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pine River-Backus High School, the site of tonight's edition of high school girls basketball on yourliveevent.com, courtesy of homegrown local radio. Tonight, we have a couple of Northland Conference teams going head-to-head, as it'll be the Kelliher Northome Mustangs taking on the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Hi again, everyone. I'm Sam Parsons, and it is a pleasure being with you here tonight. On the visitor side, Kelliher Northome enters play in the midst of a strong season. They are 11-4 on the season so far, fresh off a week in which they picked up 2 wins and a loss. Under Coach Kevin Waldo, program is on the rise in the last 3 or so years, already with more wins than they had in either of the past 2 seasons, and they're hoping to add to that total tonight. For the home Pine River-Backus Tigers, they split games, their games last week with a win over Staples Motley on Monday, followed by a tough loss to rival Walker Hackensack Akeley on Friday. They are now 8-10 on the season, hoping to make a push in this last month to get that record above 500. Folks, we are live on a video stream right now on yourliveevent.com. Thank you very much for joining me for what should be another good night of high school basketball. Coming up, we are going to be hearing from just one of the coaches for tonight's game. PRB coach Tucker Sheely, for our Station 371 pregame show here, as I was able to talk with him earlier today to get his thoughts on what's to come tonight. Unfortunately, was unable to reach Coach Kevin Waldo for Kelliher Northome, so we won't be having a pregame conversation with him. But either way, we will be hearing our conversation with Coach Tucker Sheely momentarily, as it is Pine River-Backus versus Kelliher Northome Girls Hoops on your live event, courtesy of homegrown local radio.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is holding a fundraising tournament Saturday, February 12th for owner Sandy Zoldi as she fights leukemia. Everyone is welcome. 2-person teams bowling 3 games, 2 p.m. start with $50 entry fee per person. There's also a benefit for Sandy at the Pine River Legion Sunday, February 20th, starting at 3. Let's help save Sandy. Community Bowls fundraising tournament February 12th and benefit February 20th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for information to register or donate.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets. Back with you here for our Station 371 pregame show. We are now joined by Tucker Sheely, coach of the PRB Tigers. Tucker, good morning to you. Thank you for your time here.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for having me.
So, Tucker, I know we talked a little bit about your last game. Your most recent game was on Friday in Walker. We talked a little bit about that game for our Saturday Sports Wrap a few days ago. But just one more time for the viewer at home, what were some of your takeaways from that game, especially now that you've had a chance to digest it a little bit more?
Yeah, absolutely. No, it was a close battle with a rival team in Walker, and we just didn't execute down the stretch quite as well as I would have liked. A couple of things that I need to shore up on the coaching, X's and O's type end, and then a couple of things that the girls need to do on the court. And so, we're able to go over those yesterday in practice and make a few adjustments for a pretty darn good Northome Kelliher team coming into town here tonight.
Yep, and we know that it never feels good in the moment to lose to a bitter rival like that, but you always get into how your players respond to that. So I wanted to ask, Tucker, how do you feel about the way that your girls have responded to the loss in Walker over the last few days?
They responded well. You know, they showed up yesterday at practice ready to get better. We always kind of talk about getting 1% better every day, and I felt like they did that at least yesterday. And, overall, I think we're 8-10 on the season. It definitely could lend itself to some team morale issues. But man, we've had some good senior leadership, some good leadership in that junior class as well, and that's it's really kind of held us together and truly have a chance here down the stretch in our section to make some noise. And so yeah, I think the girls are excited about kind of this home stretch here last couple of weeks of the regular season, and it starts tonight.
So yeah, let's take some time to talk about this matchup tonight. So Kelliher Northome is a conference opponent. You're familiar with them. They are coming to this one, as you said, Tucker, with a good record, and they have an offense that's consistently put up some points this year. What are some of the things that you've been working on in practice, specifically on the defensive side, in preparation for this game?
Yeah, and I think especially them and Cass Lake, we play later this week. I think making sure that we play offense for an extended period of time and making them play defense, I think will help kind of reduce their point total, and that'll be the goal here, tonight and then Thursday against Cass Lake. But defensively, I think they have a couple guards that really like to attack the lane, and then they have a couple really good post players that are really tough on the boards, and so they have a pretty good inside-out balance, and so we're going to have to try to, prevent that penetration initially, and then I think boxing out is going to be really key tonight.
So yeah, you hit it there just a second ago, where you said so your approach offensively is going to be to try to just occupy the ball a little more. To borrow a term from football, you probably want to win the time of possession battle a little bit. So what's the approach? What are some of the specific things that you're going to do offensively to try to accomplish that?
Yeah, for sure. We talk about getting that outlet, getting the ball up the court, and then if we don't have a layup or an easy shot, getting it back into our offense, running through, and not necessarily. I don't mean stall by any means, but I mean make them play defense. And typically, if we can get a couple reversals on offense, make them move a little bit more, if we can end up getting a little better shots, in our man-to-man offense, which is what I anticipate they will be playing tonight. So it'll be fun to see if our girls can kind of respond after that tough emotional loss on Friday, and this will be a heck of a way to get back on track tonight.
Looking forward to it. Tucker Sheely, coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers, joining us here for our Station 371 pregame show on your live event. Tucker, appreciate your time as always, and best of luck to you against the Mustangs tonight.
Thank you, Sam. Take care.
This is the Station 371 pregame show before we get set for the Pine River-Backus Tigers to take on the Kelliher Northome Mustangs on yourliveevent.com. Coming up, we'll be wrapping up our pregame show, talking about keys to the game, and eventually getting on to the start of the action. We'll step aside, hear a word from our sponsors, and continue our pregame show after this on yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
And welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here. We just heard our conversation with Coach Tucker Sheely of the PRB Tigers. So once again, a big thank you to him for offering me his time earlier today to chat about what's to come here tonight. And now, just digging into this matchup on paper, folks, we'll start with the visiting Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Coming into this one with an 11-4 record coached by Kevin Waldo. They were last in action on Friday when they beat Lake of the Woods 83-51. They also beat Walker Hackensack Akeley at home last week 79-62, but they lost to Foston 75-49 to finish the week 2-1. Their offense, as I said in our conversation with Tucker Sheely earlier, their offense has been very consistent this year, actually. They've consistently been able to generate points. They've only scored less than 60 points twice this season, one of those being that aforementioned Foston game, and they have 9 games this season in which they have scored at least 70 points. On the whole, they are scoring 71.6 points per game and surrendering 51.3 points per game as a team. For the PRB Tigers, coached by Tucker Shealy in his second year, they are 8-10 on the season right now. I was on hand for their game last Monday, a 72-54 win over Staples Motley. However, the Tigers did drop their second game of the week to bitter rival WHA on the road, 55-48. So they split the series this season with Walker, and unless those two teams meet each other in the playoffs, that's where it'll be. Of course, again, bitter Highway 371 rivals. PRB and Walker Hackensack Eagley. It was a tough loss for them last week, so they'll be trying to rebound from that tonight, obviously. Kelliher Northome, I should say, does enter play as the favorite tonight, with their 11-4 record being obviously significantly better than PRB's 8-10 record. However, I think the matchup is closer than win-loss record would suggest. I say this sometimes because, to put it plainly, folks, wins and losses aren't always a good measurement of how truly good a team is, especially in small sample sizes. And yes, 18 games is a small sample size in the grand scheme of things. PRB has played a more difficult schedule to sort of reinforce that point. They have faced 7 teams in Class 2A or higher compared to just 3 for Kelliher Northome. PRB has also played 12 games with a winning record as it stands today. Kelliher Northome has played only 7 such teams. So again, it's pretty easy to see that PRB has played a more difficult schedule. Does that mean that they are the better team? No, not necessarily, but it does mean that the wins and losses aren't necessarily going to accurately reflect the team quality between these two teams. On the season, PRB scoring 52.4 points per game. They are allowing 50.6 as a team. As far as the history of this matchup goes, folks, another reason to believe in the Tigers tonight, PRB has won 23 matchups in a row against Kelliher Northome, at least. And that's dating back to at least 2005. I wasn't able to find any matchups between these two teams before 2005. Not that I have a ton of records of those games, but that's just what I was able to find on the interwebs. Last year, the Tigers won 85-46, with Ramsey Tulenchik being one of 3 20-plus point scorers for PRB in that game, contributing 24 points to the winning effort. The other 20-plus point scorers were seniors, though. Jamie Johnson and Riley Hershey, who are not on the team anymore because they graduated. But anyway, as far as keys to the game go tonight, folks, well, for PRB, it's getting the offense going against this defense. I mentioned that the Kelliher Northome offense is very consistent, but their defense has been much more inconsistent. And opposing teams, as I said to Coach Tucker Shealy earlier, opposing teams have had some success scoring points against this Kelliher Northome defense. So if PRB is able to get their offense going, obviously Ramsey Tulenchik is going to be the centerpiece of every game, for every offensive game plan for PRB. She's the best player on the team, and also worth noting that as I was watching the pregame warm-ups here, one of the starters for PRB is out tonight. Kate Travis is absent. Don't know why. Did not hear. I was not given a reason for that by Coach Tucker Shealy, but I just realized that as I was going over my starting lineups, that she's not here tonight. So she will likely be replaced by either Kaden Borman or Alora Dahl, I would imagine. So again, we'll keep you posted on that, folks. But a slight hit to the PRB starting lineup tonight, but they still have other players that can score. We know that senior Claire Dahl and senior Emily Hannikin can both get it going from long range. Alora Dahl has also gotten hot from long range as well this season. So I definitely do expect PRB to spread it around a little bit more, because they have had to this season. A lot of defenses have keyed in on Ramsey Tulenchik down low, so I imagine that that'll be the case again tonight. But just eyeballing it from where I am up here, folks, and looking at the pregame warmups, I don't have official listed heights for either team, but it looks like PRB does have a bit of a size advantage, specifically with Tulenchik, so I think that she should have some success down low tonight. If there's ever a team that PRB matches up well against offensively, I think that Kelliher Northome could be one of them. So I think that they can get their offense going. A long-winded way, folks, of saying that I think that the key to the game tonight for PRB is going to be spreading the ball around and therefore creating opportunities for Tulenchik down low. For Kelliher Northome, it's a bit redundant, but it's also the offense for them, because like I said, they have a very consistent offense this season, and if they can force PRB into a shootout, I think that that's where they want to be, because they have lived there a lot this season, in that realm of, hey, let's just outgun the other team and win 72-70 or something like that. They've done that a lot this year, and I think that that's probably the game plan the game flow that they are comfortable with. So for Kelliher Northome, if they're just able to get their offense going as they usually do, then they should, I think, be in good shape for this one. But again, this is shaping up to be a good, close matchup on, well, I shouldn't say on paper because the win-loss record doesn't necessarily reflect that, but the rest of the stuff on paper, if you look past the win-loss record, I think really indicates that this could be a very close matchup. And as I said, this is probably the first time, I don't know, I don't say this with 100% certainty, but this is probably the first time in a long time that Kelliher Northome has entered a game as the favorite over Pine River-Backus in a Northland Conference matchup. So I'm excited to see how this PRB team responds to both being the underdog and also responding to that loss against Walker Hackensack Hickley last Friday. So looking forward to it tonight, folks. Those have been keys to the game, and this has been your Station 371 pregame show. A big thank you to Station 371 for sponsoring us here. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and is the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. Coming up, we are going to be getting to the start of the game, folks. Just a little over a minute left on the clock that you can see there before we get to the national anthem, and then we will be announcing starting lineups and getting to the opening tip. Excited for what should be a good area basketball matchup for you folks here on yourliveevent.com, courtesy of Homegrown Local Radio. With that, we will step aside, hear a word from our sponsors, and be back to announce those starting lineups and get to that opening tip. It's Pine River-Backus versus Kelliher Northome on yourliveevent.com for Girls Hoops.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butcher Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's Breast Cancer Fundraising Tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com. Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
Welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter Studios. My Cub, My Way, and Lakes Proud. We are now ready to announce the starting lineups for tonight's action, starting with the visiting Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Starting for the Mustangs, they have 8th grader, number 0, Kate Thayer. Sophomore, number 3, Ella Thayer. Senior, number 4, Monty Johnson. Senior, number 5, Donna Thayer. and senior, number 23, Linnell Sharnosky. With 3 Thayers in the lineup for Northome Kelliher, folks. I'll probably be referring to those girls as their first names just to clear up any confusion there because it wouldn't make a lot of sense for me to say Thayer to Thayer to Thayer. If you were watching the Pine River-Backus boys game on Friday, you would know that there were only like 2 different last names in the starting 5, so I'm kind of used to that kind of thing by now. But anyway, moving on to the home PRB Tigers starting lineup, they are starting junior, number 10, Ramsey Tulenchik. Senior, number 11, Claire Dahl. Junior, number 24, Hannah Barkus. Junior, number 3, Caden Borman. And senior, number 14, Emily Hannikin. It's Barkus going up against Johnson for the opening tip here. PRB going right to left. The ball is up, and the tip is won right into the hands of Ramsey Tulenchik, but it was won actually by Northome Kelliher. Ramsey just takes that one right in for 2 to start the game, making it 2-0 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Now here come the Mustangs as Sharnosky gets this one away to Thayer. Thayer to the other Thayer. That's Ella Thayer making that 2-point shot from right under the bucket to tie things up at 2 apiece. Less than 30 seconds into the game. Here's Claire Dahl for the Tigers, passing left side. Tulenchik taking it up the court. Kicking it out, Hannikin. PRB back beyond the arc here. It's Dahl. Dahl gets it to Borman on the left wing here. Now Borman working to her right, stopping at the free throw line. Tries a pass. That's going to get stolen that time by Kate Thayer. Kate coming up the court. Passes right side. Sharnosky. Linnell Sharnosky working to her left. Now passing over to Donna Thayer. Donna trying to get down low to Ella. And now we're going to get a traveling call by Ella there. Pretty obvious one, and that'll turn the ball over to PRB. Just 1 minute into this game, we are tied 2 apiece as it's inbounded here to Tulenchik. Again, Tigers down one of their starters. Kate Travis is out tonight as a pass from Tulenchik is wide of Borman, and she won't be able to catch up with that one as it goes out of bounds. So that'll turn the ball back over to Kelliher Northome here. Working it up the court now, it's Donna Thayer for Kelliher Northome. Thayer up the right sideline, now heading down the baseline, will pass. Sharnosky right there for it, and a good play. Nets 2 points for Linnell Sharnosky to make it now a 4-2 game. Mustangs with the lead over the Tigers. Hannikin with the ball now for PRB as they're in the offensive zone again. Dahl on the right side. Dribbles past Thayer, and now they work it to the left here to Barkus around the perimeter. Barkus taking it in, tries a floater, gets it in, and one. Nice play that time by Hannah Barkus, and she's got a chance for a 3-point play here to take the lead. As pending this free throw, it's tied at 4 apiece on your North Point Realty scoreboard. The free throw from Barkus is going to miss short. Can PRB get the rebound? No. Back with the Mustangs here as it is Kate Thayer on the left. She'll pass to Sharnosky. Sharnosky with a pass into the corner, almost too high, and it is too high as that time it's Donna Thayer stepping out, trying to catch that pass. And this one gets inbounded to Tulenchik, and now right back to Claire Dahl. As the Tigers work it up the court here, they get it to Hannikin. Down the baseline, Hannikin loses the grip on it. Barkus comes up with it and gets it away to Dahl. So nice play that time by Barkus to keep the offensive possession alive here. Dahl has Barkus, left side. Man-to-man defense for the Mustangs, and it works this time as now Ella Thayer gets the steal. Thayer up the right side. She'll take it coast to coast and take a foul trying to lay that one up. And the shot does count, so she is heading to the line. First foul on PRB is going to get called on Emily Hannikin, and that was her first personal foul, of course, as now Ella Thayer shooting 2 for the Mustangs. Misses her first one short. 4 apiece, still on your North Point Realty scoreboard, about 2.5 minutes into this game. Ella's second of 2, up and good. 5-4 now, here's Dahl. Trying for Tulenchik, that's going to get knocked out of bounds that time by Donna Thayer. Dahl for the inbound pass again. Gets it into Tulinchik. Full court defense here by the Mustangs as Tulinchik's able to get by it. Will she take it all the way? She's going to lose it. Trying to get through the defense. Going out of bounds. Ball just slipped out. So now Donna Thayer will inbound it to Kate Thayer for the Mustangs. Kate trying to get by Claire Dahl here as it's man-to-man defense for the PRB Tigers. Dahl playing sticky on Ella Thayer. She'll get it to Donna Thayer here on the, or coming to her right. Donna back to Ella here. And now Ella fires across the way to Sharnosky. Sharnosky pulls up for a two-point jump shot, banks it in. And that's her second field goal of the game. It's now 7-4. Tulinchik pressured by two players. Pass almost going to get stolen that time by Kate Thayer, but Thayer just knocks it out instead. As we are seeing the Northome Kelliher approach defensively, it is full court press on the PRB Tigers right out the gate. Tulinchik with a pass to Borman, right side, and Borman travels with it. Turning the ball back over to the Mustangs here with 14:45 to go in the first half. Sharnosky gets it inbounds here to Donna Thayer. Alora Dahl in the game now for the PRB Tigers. She took out Claire Dahl just a minute ago. Spin move this time by Donna Thayer. She'll take it to the bucket and miss off the glass, and they're going to get a charge out of it, the PRB Tigers will. They'll take that exchange every day of the week. Donna Thayer's first personal foul and the second team foul of the half for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Full court press again, and this time it's going to get a steal off of Alora Dahl. Jump shot from the elbow, not good that time from Kate Thayer. Now Barkas trying to get past this aggressive defense herself. Gets it away to Alora Dahl, and she'll be able to get into the front court here. Alora will get it now to Barkas. Down low, they find Tulinchik, and Tulinchik going to miss the layup, but getting her own rebound. I think that everybody on the Kelliher Northome defense just assumed that was going to go in, and why wouldn't you? Now Tulinchik takes the foul, and she will head to the line to shoot two. Going to call that one on Monty Johnson. That was her first personal foul, and the third team foul of the half for the Mustangs. Tulinchik's first free throw, got it. 7-5 now on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Tulinchik second of two, rims out, and now it's going to get knocked out of bounds. That time they'll say that Barkas was the last one to touch it, so it's Mustang ball from the baseline. As Claire Dahl will sub back in for the PRB Tigers, taking out Caden Borman. No substitutions yet in this game from the Mustangs. As now it's Kate Thayer working it into the front court for the Mustangs. She'll pass to Donna on the right side. Donna pump fakes a pass, gets into the corner. Hannikin sticking with her. Now Donna gets it away. It's Ella here. Ella gets the ball ripped away that time by Claire Dahl. Coming up with it now is Tulinchik, and Tulinchik lets go of it, giving it to Dahl. Dahl passes to Hannikin. PRB around the perimeter. They're going to get it to Alora Dahl. Now Dahl is going to lose the grip here for the Tigers. Goes out of bounds, and they will say that it's still Tiger ball. We'll get an inbound pass from Claire here. She gets it into Hannikin. Hannikin right back to her. Now Barkas from long range. Off the mark. Getting the rebound that time, it's Donna. Donna Thayer up the right side of the court for the Mustangs. Across the way overshooting Kate Thayer that time, and that's going to be a turnover. Maybe if Kate were about 2 feet higher, she'd have that. Not quite this time. So it's PRB ball again. Barkas inbounds from one Dahl to the other here as it's Claire. She gets it up to Tulinchik. Now Tulinchik has Barkas on the right. Now Barkas loses it. And now it's going to be Thayer who comes up with it. That's Donna. And Donna, now they fire it across the way. And right there underneath the bucket is Kate Thayer, and she's got two. Wide open. Good play. Now it's 9-5. Alora Dahl finding Tulinchik. Tulinchik one-on-one. She's going to commit a charge that time. Kate Thayer dropped very quickly there. And Tulenchik with a rare opportunity, a rare one-on-one opportunity. She's going to want that one back, as now Donna Thayer will sub out for Kylie Binkley, an 8th grader for the Mustangs. Inbounded here to Kate Thayer. Little over 5 minutes into this game. It's a 4-point lead right now for Northome Kelliher. Left side here. Binkley gets it into the corner to Ella Thayer. Barkus right there with her defensively. Now a pass to Sharnosky, who's wide open. She gets it to Johnson. Johnson blocked that time by Tulenchik. Nice defensive play. Tulenchik trying to hustle back into the front court, but cannot get by Ella Thayer, so she'll pass this one to the left side. Claire Dahl down to Tulenchik. Tulenchik takes it to the bucket. Got it! And one for Ramsey Tulenchik. She'll head to the line. 1 for 2 in her first trip to the charity stripe. We'll see if she can get the 3-point play here, as Ella Thayer was the guilty party that time for her first personal foul, and the 4th team foul of the half for Northome Kelliher, as Tulenchik is able to convert the 3-point play to make it a 1-point game. Substitution for PRB as they take out Barkus, bring Borman back in. 12:06 to go in the first half. Kate Thayer, left side. Borman with her defensively. Thayer able to get by her, now kicks it out. Binkley for 3, bang. A 3-pointer off the hand of Kylie Binkley right off the bench, and it's 12-8. Bringing the deficit right back to 4. Tulenchik on the left side trying to get by Monty Johnson, and passes this one to Dahl on the logo. Dahl to the other Dahl, Alora, on the right side. Now to Borman. Borman down the baseline, kicks it out. Tulenchik. Tulenchik going to get fouled. That's an obvious one that time, and she will go back to the charity stripe for the 4th time, or I guess technically the 3rd time, as that one again called on Ella Thayer. That was her 2nd personal, and already the 5th team foul of the half for Northome Kelliher. Tulenchik's first of 2, right down the chute. Now it looks like Bailey Lindley is going to sub in for Ella Thayer for Kelliher Northome, as the 2nd of 2 from Tulenchik off the rim and in for 1. 12-10 the score now, as it's Kate Thayer running point again. To her right, she's got Binkley into the corner, and that's going to go out of bounds off the hand of Tulenchik, trying to make a defensive play there. We'll get Lindley inbounding it here for the Mustangs. 11:23 to go in the first half on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Pass here finds its way to Kate Thayer. Hannikin with her defensively. She passes. Binkley knocked into the hands of Johnson. Now Sharnosky takes a foul. Almost a good defensive play that time by Borman, but they say that she got just a little bit of the hand that time of Sharnosky. Or excuse me, that was Alora Dahl that was called that time. So Sharnosky's at the line, and she is shooting her first free throws of this contest. Swish on the first one, nothing but net. 13-10. Second of 2, off the rim and rebounded by Tulenchik. Still a 1-possession game. Claire Dahl on the right side now for the Tigers. Back to the logo. Kate Thayer sticking with her defensively. Still man-to-man defense for Kelliher Northome as well. Here's Alora Dahl to the elbow. Tulenchik takes the gap, lays it up, misses, but takes yet another foul. And we'll head to the line once again. Ramsey Tulenchik already with 5 free throws. First 7 minutes and 10 seconds of this game. And she's got 2 more on the way here, as they call Bailey Lindley that time. And Northome Kelliher with 6 team fouls now, as Tulenchik makes her first of 2 there. But now with 6 team fouls, there's 1 away from putting PRB in the bonus already. Second of 2 from Tulenchik, misses short. So a 1 for 2 trip. And now we got a jump ball right away, but possession arrow pointing towards Northome Kelliher, so they will keep the ball. And the Mustangs back on offense here. It is Donna Thayer taking it up the court. Thayer passes left side. It's Lindley. And Lindley gets it now to Donna again. Baseline, Binkley 4-2 off the mark. Kate Thayer gets the rebound and the jump shot to make it now a 4-point game again. As now Hannikin rushing into the front court, takes a foul that time, falling hard, but she gets up, bounces back up. She looks okay. And she will now go to the charity stripe. My goodness, a lot of fouls in the early going from this Kelliher Northome team. That was the second from Donna Thayer. I got to say, last Thursday I was in McGregor for a girls basketball game. This is nothing like that game. I saw 49 fouls in that game as Hannikin makes her first free throw. And I bring that up because I'm still shocked, even almost a week later, that game happened. It wasn't really a basketball game. But anyway, Hannikin going 2 for 2 at the line, making it a 2-point game again, and it's 15-13 with a little over 10 minutes left in the first half. Kate Thayer into the front court for the Mustangs. She'll pass left side to Binkley. 8th grader Binkley finds Donna Thayer, the senior, and now a pass stolen by the Tigers. Claire Dahl pressured by 2 players, trying to get this one away to Hannikin, and now back to her. Ball was rolling around, but now PRB back with it. Dahl gets it to Tulinchik, down the baseline. Tulinchik off the glass, easy 2 points. Ramsey now with 11 out of 15 points for the PRB Tigers, and they have tied the game at 15-15. Here's Donna Thayer down the lane. She's going to get blocked that time. Back into the hands of the Tigers, who have a chance to take the lead here. First time since they were up 2-0. As now it's Tulinchik pulling up for a jump shot. Bingo. Tulinchik now with 13 points for the Tigers to make it 17-15. Crossing into the front court, it's Donna again. Donna finds Binkley. Kylie Binkley with a pass. Will it get stolen again? It looks like we're going to get a jump ball out of this, and that is effectively a turnover, as I believe the arrow is pointing. Yes, it's pointing toward PRB, so effectively another turnover by the PRB defense, which has really shown out these last few possessions. PRB on a 6-0 run right now. It's Tulinchik passing to Dahl. And Dahl trying to get by Kate Thayer, who's applying good full court pressure here, but Dahl able to get into the front court here. Senior for the Tigers. Good ball handling up the right side. Now backtracks to her left, looking for somebody to pass it off to. Finds Hannikin. Now Barkus on the left side. To her right. Gets Tulinchik, and now a foul called on the Mustangs once again. And it's going to be a 1-and-1 for Tulinchik. That one's called on Binkley, and that was her first personal. 8th team foul already for the Mustangs. Tulinchik 5 for 7 at the line. Make that 6 for 8. As nothing but net that time. Extending the PRB lead to 3, pending her second free throw here. Second on the 1-and-1. Swish for Tulinchik. As now it's 19-15. A good start for the Tigers on the scoreboard. Up the right side of the court, it's Donna. Aggressive pass that time for Bailey. Lindley's going to sail over her head and out of bounds. Another turnover for the Kelliher Northome offense. As the PRB defense continues to put forth a good effort there, as now Kelliher Northome bringing one of their starters back out onto the court. Lanelle Sharnosky back on the court. Tulinchik finds Hannikin. Back to Tulinchik. Down low, she finds Borman. Borman kicks it out. Hannikin open. Now to Dahl. Dahl able to make someone fall down, but then passes. Down low, they find Tulinchik, and we're going to get a jump ball out of that. A turnover. That's going to go to the Mustangs. Unable to get rid of it quickly enough, as it'll be Kate Thayer up the court for the Mustangs again. 8 minutes left in the half. Thayer stolen by Borman. Now it's Dahl to the right side. Barkus tries a pass. That's going to get blocked up and head out of bounds. PRB will retain possession. Got an update out of the Esco Pequot Lakes boys basketball game happening right now at Talk 100. Esco up 31-26 at halftime. Kicked out, Barkus from downtown. Got it! Hannah Barkus with the first three-pointer of the game for the PRB Tigers to make it 22-15, and they continue with their run. They're on an 11-0 run right now. As it's passed here to Binkley. Binkley trying a pass, ill-advised, off the hand of Tulinchik, and now falling down and traveling with it. It's Lindley, and that'll turn the ball back over to the Tigers. And evidently Lindley fell down a bit hard there because she's slow to get up, but helped up by her teammates and walking under her own power. That's what you like to see, and it looks like she'll be taken off as a precaution. But she looks all right. I don't doubt that we'll see her back in this game. At least I hope we will at some point. It's Gage Shuey subbing in for her. 7.5 minutes to go in the first half. It's a 7-point lead for the PRB Tigers, as here it is Claire Dahl up the left side of the court. Good ball handling, and still man-to-man defense from Kelliher Northome, as it's Alora Dahl now. Aggressive defense from Kate Thayer, who's all over her. She gets it away to Borman. Borman loses the grip, and that's right into the hands of Linnell Sharnosky. A turnover. Back to the Mustangs. Kate Thayer, baseline. Gets by Tulinchik, kicks it out. Donna Thayer for three, or excuse me, that was Ella Thayer who missed. And that gonna go out of bounds. And that'll turn the ball back over to PRB. We've seen a lot of good stuff from the PRB defense in this game, and yet another stop. As no baskets for Northome Kelliher in a long time, but now they get a steal on defense and a foul. That one's going to be called on PRB. They called it on Barkus. And that was her second personal foul. 5th team foul of the half for the Tigers. Kate Thayer subbing out for the Mustangs. Looks like they brought in Riley Neft for her, or maybe that's Allison Lundeen. Okay, it is Lundeen, as also Hannikin subbing in for the Tigers, taking out Barkus. Inbounded here to Ella Thayer. They work it around to Binkley here on the right side. Binkley down low, and 2 points there for Shuey to make it a 5-point game and snap the cold spell for the Mustangs. On the logo, Dahl fires a pass to Borman. Borman down the baseline, tries the reverse layup, gets blocked that time, and it's going to get rebounded by Ella Thayer. Ella up the left side, passes right side here. Sharnosky finds the corner that time. Lundeen, and now a jump shot here from Ella Thayer off the mark, rebounded by Binkley, and we're going to get a foul called on the Tigers. No shot counted there, so it'll be an inbound pass coming up. They called that one on Tulinchik. That was her second personal foul. 6th team foul of the half for the Tigers with 6:11 to go here in the first. Sharnosky inbounds to Lundeen. She gets this one away to Ella Thayer. Thayer across the way to Binkley. Now down low, they find Shuey. Shuey misses the short shot, collects her own rebound. Still with the ball, Shuey trying to get it out. And Alora Dahl with the steal, but can't quite salvage it. Almost an amazing defensive play in the corner there by Alora Dahl, but Kelliher Northome will reprise possession here. Sharnosky from the baseline in the corner there, looking to find someone open. She's able to find Binkley. Binkley down the lane, gets it to Shuey. Shuey off the glass, has two. Well, Gage Shuey coming off the bench due to an injury. Already has 4 points for the Mustangs. Here's Caden Borman for the Tigers. Out to Tulinchik. Tulinchik stops up, kicks it out. Dahl. Dahl taking it back, now to her right. Into the corner. Back to her left. Dahl lost the grip on it. Coming up with it, it's Hannikin. Hannikin to Alora Dahl on the left. Alora Dahl pulls up for three. That's going to miss long, and it's going to go out of bounds off of a PRB Tiger. It was almost Sharnosky who last hit that one before it went out of bounds, but not quite. 5:17 to go in the first half, and it's a 3-point game. Kelliher Northome getting their feet back under them. Lundeen with the pass to Sharnosky. Sharnosky drives the lane, lays this one up, misses, getting the rebound though, putting it back up was Ella Thayer. Now it's Borman, and Borman gonna get fouled in the process. And this should be a 1-and-1 coming up for Caden Borman for the Tigers. Couple of subs now, or actually, two subs for Kelliher Northome as they bring out Ella Thayer and Linnell Sharnosky. They bring back out Donna Thayer and Monty Johnson. We'll see what Borman does at the line. She has not attempted any free throws so far in this game, so these will be her first. Or excuse me, it's a 1-and-1 as she banks her first one in. By the way, that last foul was called on Ella Thayer, and that was her third personal foul. 9th team foul of the half for Kelliher Northome as Borman will go 1 for 2 on her trip to the charity stripe that time. With it now, Binkley. Binkley with a pass outside, Lundeen for 2. A long 2-point jump shot misses, but Binkley able to get the rebound and the putback. And now it's a 2-point game again, 23-21 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Claire Dahl with the ball. Monty Johnson on her defensively. Pass to Alora, now to Caden Borman, and a foul is going to get called. I think this time it's going to be on Binkley, and that will put Kelliher Northome in the bonus territory. Indeed, that was Binkley's second, and this is going to make it a guaranteed 2 for Ramsey Tulenchik with the double bonus now in play. At the line, Tulenchik makes her first. And Tulenchik's been great shooting free throws so far. 8 for 10. I can guarantee you I just jinxed her and she's going to miss this one. All right, there you go. Broadcaster's jinx is officially canceled. All righty, we're going to get a timeout. And with that, the PRB Tigers up 25-21, a 4-point lead with 4:29 to go in the first half. We'll step aside, hear a word from our sponsors, and be right back on yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
The secret to subverting the broadcaster's jinx is to reverse jinx it preemptively. That's what I did. So you can credit me for Ramsey Tulenchik making her last free throw. Now she's 9 for 11 from the line and has 17 points in the first half for the PRB Tigers. And we still have 4.5 minutes to go in the first half. Been a great performance for her, but she's taken a lot of fouls in the process. Out of the 10 fouls that Kelliher Northome has committed so far in this first half, I think that 6 of them have been on Tulenchik. So, you know, I guess you'd rather foul her than just let her go wild down there in the paint. But at the same time, they're giving her a lot of free throws. Ready to go here after the timeout. It's Kate Thayer for the Mustangs, passing right side. Donna Thayer working to her left, passing down low. Monty Johnson got it. Great play there to Monty Johnson, who has her first points of the game, and it's now a 2-point game, 25-23. Claire Dahl, right side now for the Tigers. Trying to get by Thayer. Will pass to Hannigan, now to Barkus. Barkus to her right, passes to Tulenchik. And again, it's Alora Dahl. Tulenchik one-on-one with Johnson. Spin move off the glass, misses, gets her own rebound, gets the putback off the mark again. And it's rebounded this time by Thayer. Donna Thayer down the lane, gets it to Shuey, and a foul going to get called on the Tigers. And it looks like there is another injured player here for Kelliher Northome. Donna Thayer was down for an extra second, but she's up. Not even showing a limp here. She seems fine. She will head to the charity stripe. That was Emily Hannigan, the guilty party for the Tigers. Her second personal foul, and the 17th foul of the half for PRB, as now Shuey is going to sub out. They bring back in Bailey Lindley, who walked off injured under her own power last time, and it's good to see her back out there. Missing the 1-and-1. That time it's there, but Johnson gets the rebound. Here's the jump shot, and good for Monty Johnson to tie it up at 25 apiece with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. A back-and-forth affair this one is. It's Alora Dahl now for the Tigers. Left side, Claire Dahl, open for three. Off the mark. Getting the rebound, it's Tulenchik. Tulenchik is going to take a foul now. Or never mind, that's not a foul. That's a jump ball. But I think that PRB will keep it. Yes, they do. And Tulenchik ready to inbound it from the baseline now. She gets it into Hannikin. Hannikin maybe thought about the three-pointer there, but didn't take it. Now Tulenchik takes a three-pointer, and she's going to make it. You don't see that every day, folks. The inside player, the post player, Tulenchik draining a three-pointer, and now it's a three-point lead for the Tigers. Mustangs back with the ball. It's Lindley in the corner. Lindley gets the push off on Hannikin, but I think that they're going to call Hannikin on that. They do. And that was the third personal for a Hannikin. Looks like, no, Binkley is not going to sub out for the Mustangs. Thought she was, but it looks like Hannikin will for the Tigers. I imagine we've seen the last of her for this half with 3 personal fouls. Caden Borman back in the game now for PRB. First of the 1-and-1 for Lindley is off the mark, and it's rebounded by the Tigers. Claire Dahl, the senior, into the front court. Fires to Alora. Alora with a chest pass to Tulenchik. Tulenchik clear path to the bucket, pulls up. No good on the 2-point jump shot, and that's going to get rebounded by Thayer. Here's Donna, right side for the Mustangs. Pulls up, 2-pointer, off the mark. Ball rolling around here, but Boardman comes up with it and now passes to Dahl. Alora trying to thread through the defense and takes a foul. She will now get 2 free throws. 11th team foul of the half for Kelliher Northome, and the 19th foul that we've already had between the two teams. Alora ready to take her first 2 free throw attempts of the night. And her first is good. Shuey going to sub back in for the Mustangs, taking out Bailey Lindley. As Dahl is ready for her second of 2. It's going to bounce off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Johnson. Now Johnson finds an open Kate Thayer, who takes the jump shot, misses. Can Johnson get the rebound? Not quite. It's into the hands of Barkus. And now PRB trying to get out of their own defensive zone here. They can with some nifty passing. Claire Dahl, right side, passes to Alora. Binkley there with her defensively. Alora gets it to Borman. Borman drives the lane, lays it up, and misses off the glass. PRB able to get the rebound. Dahl to Barkus, left side. Barkus heading to her right. Kate Thayer sticking with her defensive lead. Now Tulenchik thought about another 3-pointer. Now spins, gets it inside, and gets it in for 2. Talk about a first half for Ramsey Tulenchik. She's got 22 points now out of the Tigers' 31. It's a 31-25 game. Kate Thayer going to take a foul now. Driving the lane, and it's going to be a 1-and-1 for her. An update out of the Pillager Wadena Deer Creek boys basketball game happening right now on Cash 95. Pillager leading 26-24 on the half. Again, that's on Cash 95 and rjbroadcasting.com. where you can stream it. Going to see Kate Thayer with her first 2 free throws of the game. Oh, and we're going to get a stoppage before she attempts her first here. They're going to make sure that Sawyer Tulenchik for PRB, who just subbed into the game, that she's in her right spot. Thayer, first of the 1-and-1. Misses off to the left side, no good, and it's rebounded here by Ramsey. She'll get it away. Claire Dahl up the left side of the court for the Tigers. Ball stripped away, and now she's going to foul Donna Thayer, and that'll send Thayer to the line. Discombobulated that time a bit was Claire Dahl, as I don't think she was expecting the ball to get ripped out of her hands, and once it was, just fouling Thayer immediately there, and Donna at the line, ready to shoot her first free throws of this contest. A minute 18 left in this game. And by the way, that was the first personal foul for Claire Dahl. Double bonus now for the Mustangs as the first free throw for Donna is off the mark. Second of two, Drano. Here's Alora Dahl with a minute 20 left, getting it to Borman and back to Alora here. She heads to her right. Alora steps back, now to her left. Stops up, passes to Tulenchik. Tulenchik trying for two more, can't quite get it. It's going to get rebounded by Shuey, but now Shuey lets the ball squirt away. Ball rolling out, and that's going to get out of bounds. PRB gets the ball back. 54 seconds left in the first half. PRB trying to add to that lead. Update of the Crosby-Ironton-Aiken girls basketball game. CI up 43-24 at the half. That's also broadcast right now on yourliveevent.com. This one's inbounded to Alora Dahl. Heading to her right. Now back to her left. To Borman. Now Claire Dahl. To her right. Steps back. Finds Tulenchik. Ramsey. Back to Claire. Claire thought about the three-pointer. Could not get a clean handle on it, so she passes to Alora. 30 seconds left in the half. Alora for three. Misses left. Borman with the rebound. Misses the putback. Now it's Claire kicking it out. Alora doesn't take the three again, and now heading to her right. 20 seconds left in the half. Pass now to Claire. Claire to her right, into the corner, finds Borman. Borman to Tulenchik, down low. Tulenchik spin move off the glass, not good. Rebounded by Shuey. And now one more chance for the Mustangs. Johnson driving the lane. And we got a foul. I think that one's going to get called on Claire. And that'll be her second personal foul. 11th team foul of the half now for PRB. Each team with 11 fouls in this first half. And more free throws. This time it's Monty Johnson who misses off the back iron with her first. Kelliher Northome has not made PRB pay with these fouls. They've missed a lot of free throws tonight. I'll be calculating their percentage at the half, but Johnson is going to make her second. 1 for 2 trip. Now 6 seconds left. This one's passed up to Dahl. Dahl to Sawyer Tulenchik. Now trying for Ramsey, and that's going to go out of bounds. 0.4 seconds left, and I think that PRB is not quite going to be able to get a shot off here before the half. It's looking like it's going to be 31-27 at the half for the Tigers. Claire Dahl, though, getting it into Ramsey. Ramsey is not going to get that one away in time, and that'll do it for the first half of play. Again, score 31-27. The PRB Tigers with the lead, 22 of their 31 points coming from Ramsey Tulenchik. Great first half for her, but also a solid first half for the PRB Tigers as a team, opening up all those opportunities. We'll talk a little bit more about that and the first half that was. Look ahead to the second half and much more for our halftime show after we take a quick break here on yourliveevent.com. It is Pine River-Backus Girls Hoops, courtesy of Homegrown Local Radio.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is holding a fundraising tournament Saturday, February 12th for owner Sandy Zoldi as she fights leukemia. Everyone is welcome. Two-person teams bowling 3 games, 2 p.m. start with $50 entry fee per person. There's also a benefit for Sandy at the Pine River Legion Sunday, February 20th starting at 3. Let's help save Sandy. Community Bowls fundraising tournament February 12th and benefit February 20th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for information to register or donate.
Back with you here at Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you as we have now hit halftime with the PRB Tigers up 31-27 on the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Story of the first half, it was fouls. Just the way that you like it as a broadcaster. Okay, not really. But still a lot of good basketball that we saw in that first half. Even despite all of that, there were 22 fouls committed by the two teams, 11 each. So perfectly split right down the middle. Talking about the scoring stats that we had from that first half of play, we'll start with the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. They really spread the ball out in that first half. Nobody has more than 5 points for them right now, even though they find themselves only 4 points down. It was Linnell Sharnosky, Kylie Binkley, and Monty Johnson, who each had 5 points for the Mustangs. They also had Kate Thayer and Gage Shuey, each contributing 4, Ella Thayer with 3, and Donna Thayer with 1. For the PRB Tigers, they were led, of course, in that first half by Ramsey Tulenchik, who scored 22 out of 31 points, going 9 for 11 from the free throw line. The rest of the contributions by PRB just not obviously anywhere close to that, just because they only had 9 points remaining between the rest of their players. It was Hannah Barkas coming up with 5 out of those 9, Emily Hannigan with 2, and then Alora Dahl and Caden Boardman each contributing 1. But of course, those players and all the other players who have played in this game for PRB, their contributions extend beyond the stat sheet. I mean, obviously, you can't win without contributions from more than one player. That's just kind of how it works. So we've seen a lot of good stuff. PRB, I think, has really done a great job passing the ball in the offensive zone and also defensively. They had that one stretch in that first half where they didn't give up any points to Kelliher Northome defensively for a solid 5 or 6 minutes of game time, maybe even a bit longer than that. I didn't keep track of exactly how long it was, but they went on that 11-0 run, and that run lasted a long time. So the defense, I think, a big story in that first half for PRB. It did kind of fall off toward the end of the half when they started committing a little more fouls. But you got to like where you are if you're PRB. Up 4 points at the half against a team that's 11-4, having a great season. Even though PRB, like I said, heading into this game, they had won 23 matchups in a row at least against the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Got to like where they are right now with the lead. And nobody really in foul trouble despite all the fouls that they committed in that first half. Emily Hannigan, the only player with more than 2, and she has 3. So they've at least been able to spread their fouls around. Similar story for Kelliher Northome as well, who also committed 11 team fouls in that first half. Again, I don't think you can have really any complaints if you're the PRB Tigers. Big key, though, in that first half, with all the fouls, of course, that I said that I'd be talking about, the free throw shooting. Kelliher Northome in that first half went just 4 for 10 from the charity stripe. And, you know, they're called free throws for a reason. They're not obviously free. They're not literally free, but they are as close to being free as you get. And Kelliher Northome just not capitalizing on those 11 fouls that they were able to get. So that's something to look out for in the second half. PRB, on the other hand, from the free throw line, going 12 for 19. And obviously a big chunk of that coming from Ramsey Tulenchik, going 9 for 11. 12 for 19, not too bad. If you do the math, that's over 60%. So certainly could do a little bit better, but you could also do a lot worse, such as the 40% that Kelliher Northome is shooting right now. So as far as keys to the second half go, well, I kind of just said it for Kelliher Northome. It's kind of going to be free throw shooting, and I think that shooting in general is going to be key for them. They didn't really take a lot of long-range shots. I actually think that Kylie Binkley, who made a three-pointer, she made the only three-pointer of the game for the Mustangs, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, that might have been only one of only one or two that they even attempted in that first half. So this is obviously not really an outside shooting team, but if Kelliher Northome wants to keep playing the game that they have been playing and force PRB to play physically, defensively, and force these fouls that they're getting, well, they're going to need to shoot better from the free throw line. Again, 4 out of 10 is not going to get it done, so they need to do better in that regard if PRB continues to be very foul happy in the second half. For the PRB Tigers, I think that what they got to do is they really need to keep doing what they're doing defensively. Like I said, that was the big story, I think, from that first half, especially up against a Kelliher Northome offense that's been very, very good this year. I said before the game that they only had 2 games in this season in which they have scored less than 60 points. Right now, they're on pace for 54. So PRB putting themselves in rarefied air against Northome Kelliher this season, putting up one of the best defensive performances against them so far in that first half. Again, it's just going to be a matter of continuing to do that. They've been able to get some really, really good pressure on them with man-to-man defense. I expect that to continue because, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's a saying that's been probably repeated since the ancient times, and at least in some form or another. And there's a reason for that. So PRB, I think defense is going to be obviously huge, and if they can keep on funneling the ball to Tulenchik down low, Tulenchik is forcing a ton of fouls right now from Kelliher Northome. It seems like the only answer that Kelliher Northome has on Ramsey Tulenchik is to foul her. So keep getting her the ball, I guess. It really that simple. Those are my keys to the second half, folks. We are just about a minute and a half now from the start of the second half. We'll take a very quick break, and we will return in time for the start of the action in the second half between the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Kelliher Northome Mustangs on YourLiveEvent.com.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
And welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Live from the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter Studios. Sam Parsons with you here. Coming up after the game, we're going to be having some post-game awards to give out, folks. And there are some games in which it's a tough decision, others in which it's not. I think that Ramsey Tulenchik has put herself in a really good in the running for one of those, I would say, with 22 out of 31 points so far for PRB. But Kelliher Northome also having some really good performers in that first half. And I think it starts with the player that's about to inbound this pass right now. Kate Thayer, number 0, the 8th grader, has been very impressive for the Mustangs in the first half. As she inbounds it here to Donna Thayer, we're ready to get going. Donna on the right side now for the Mustangs, who are now going right to left. She'll go down low for Ella, and Ella, trying to save that one from going out of bounds, just knocks it right into the hands of Ramsey Tulenchik, and now PRB forces the turnover on their first defensive possession. On the right side, Claire Dahl passes left. Barkus. Stopping up, Barkus gets it to Tulenchik. Dahl on the right. It's looking like zone defense now for the Mustangs, as Dahl is going to travel with it, tripping right by the three-point line. Ball in hand. That'll turn the ball back over to the Mustangs. As now, Kate Thayer will inbound the ball to Donna Thayer. And Donna heads into the front court now for the Mustangs. Down low looking for Sharnoski, an aggressive pass that's not going to pay off. Intercepted by the Tigers here. Barkus takes it, passes to Claire. Claire finds Borman, and Borman thought about the three-pointer, didn't take it there with Ella Thayer in her face, and now tries to pass to Hannikin. Hannikin can't get a clean grip on it and loses it. Stolen here by the Mustangs. Right side, Ella floats it up. Swish. Money that time for Ella Thayer, and now it's a 2-point game. Claire Dahl passes. Borman again thinks about the three-pointer, doesn't take it, kicks it out. Hannikin to Tulenchik to the right. Claire Dahl heads now to her left, passes to Tulenchik on Monty Johnson. Now finds Hannikin to Barkas. Barkas for three. Gonna miss off the rim, and it's rebounded by Donna Thayer. The senior Thayer into the front court. Stops up and passes to the youngest Thayer, Kate, who now passes to Sharnosky. Sharnosky taking a free throw jump shot, blocked, takes the ball back though, puts it up again, misses again, and now it's PRB back on offense. Claire Dahl trying to rush up a pass, can't do it, and that's going to go out of bounds and turn the ball over. She saw Borman breaking free there in the offensive zone and tried to transfer it to her right hand, just couldn't get it done cleanly, and now it's Mustangs ball again. Donna Thayer for the Stangs, kicks it out to Kate Thayer. Kate through the defense. What a play! Kate now with 6 points for the Mustangs, inbounds it here, or the PRB Tigers inbounding it here. It's Tulenchik. They get through the defense and get it to Barkas on the left side. Barkas into the corner, now down the baseline, kicks it out. Claire to Tulenchik. Tulenchik pump fakes, takes it in, off the glass, and one! Now Ramsey's got 24, and she's looking for 25 as they get Sharnosky for that foul. That was her first personal foul. First team foul of the half for either team. And we'll see Tulenchik attempt her 12th free throw of this game now. Oh, and they blow that one off. I think that they said that somebody for PRB got into the paint a little early there. So no go on the free throw. And it's 33-31. Back to a PRB lead here, but by the slimmest of margins. It's Kate Thayer for the Mustangs, passing to Monty Johnson. Monty into the corner, has Sharnosky for three. Cha-ching! Linnell Sharnosky takes the lead for the Mustangs, and it's now 34-33 on your North Point Realty scoreboard. Here's Laura Dahl for the Tigers, passing to Barkas. Barkas finds Tulenchik at the free throw line. Tulenchik to Borman for three, missing off the glass. That's going to be rebounded by Ella Thayer. And trying to extend the lead now are the Mustangs, who find themselves up by one with the lead for the first time since the very early going of this game. Down low, Monty Johnson, turnaround jump shot off the mark, rebounded by Tulenchik. Up to Alora Dahl. Dahl heading to her right, trying to get by Kate Thayer. Good defense down low to Tulenchik now. Tulenchik kicks it out. Barkas knocks it down for three. Hannah Barkas with her second three-pointer of this game takes the lead back for the PRB Tigers, making it 36-34. Here's Sharnosky for the Mustangs. Working to her left, trying to get by Alora. Pulls up for two, and that ball's going to get stuck. You love to see that. Physics in action with the jump ball in effect. I think that the arrow is pointing toward PRB. Now the official going to get the ball out. There you go. Well done. So yes, PRB does indeed get the ball back, as now Caden Borman subbing out, bringing back in Claire Dahl. Ready to roll for Dahl. Dahl taking it up the left side here. Almost a steal that time with Donna Thayer coming up behind her, but no go. And now Ramsey into the paint. Tries to lay it up, can't get it to go, and that is going to go out of bounds. Mustangs will take over. 13:49 to go in this game. It's a 2-point lead for the PRB Tigers. This one looking like it could come down to the wire, folks, as now Sharnosky losing the handle on it. Comes back up with it. Now pulls up in the paint and gets blocked that time by Alora Dahl, and a late whistle here called after the shot came down, and I think that's going to get called on the Mustangs. Yes, that's on Kate Thayer. Not sure actually what she did there, but that was her third personal foul, and it was also the second team foul of the second half here for Kelliher Northome. Claire Dahl up the court now for the PRB Tigers. Passing to Barkus, now Tulinchik. Beyond the arc. Monty Johnson hanging with Tulinchik here. Still man-to-man defense for the Mustangs. Now Barkus thought about the three-pointer, didn't take it. Sends it to Dahl. Into the paint now. Tulinchik finds a Hannikin in the corner. Hannikin to Alora. Alora finds Claire. Claire on the right, trying to kick it out to Barkus. Aggressive defense that time by Donna Thayer, but she cannot get the ball, as now it's away to Alora Dahl on the left. Alora to Hannikin. Down low, Tulinchik. Bang. Ramsey Tulinchik has 26 points now for the PRB Tigers, and it's a 38-34 ball game. And an up and down is going to get called that time by Donna Thayer, who tried to do a little jump pass, but then came down with the ball still in hand. You can't do that legally. And now it's going to be PRB ball again. Barkus gets the inbound pass to Claire. Claire Dahl into the front court now for the Tigers, passing to Alora. They get it down into the post. Tulinchik kicks it out. Claire stops up, kicks it out. Barkus beyond the arc is going to miss short. And now it's going to get rebounded by Binkley. Binkley gets it up to Lindley for the Mustangs. Lindley, 2 steps, lays it up way high that time, and it's going to get rebounded by Alora. Alora in the corner, cornered by 2 Thayers, and now she gets it away to Claire. Claire now double-teamed, gets it back to Alora, and good passing that time for the PRB offense, getting it out of that. And now Tulinchik pump fakes, open pat to the bucket. Never going to miss that one. And it's a 28-point performance so far for Ramsey Tulinchik with 12 points left in the game. Left side, Kate there for 3. Misses short, rebounded by Dahl. It's Alora dribbling past Kate Thayer, and now she gets it away to Claire. Claire down low, Tulinchik one-on-one, kicks it out. Hannikin to Dahl. Alora finding Barkus. Barkus now working to her left, finds Alora again. 11 and a half minutes to go in this game. Alora passes Claire. Claire looking for Tulinchik. Tulinchik comes up with it. Might get a jump ball here, and that's what it's looking like. That'll give the ball back to the Mustangs. 11:21 left in this game. A 6-point lead for the PRB Tigers. Plenty of time for the Mustangs to make a move. Plenty of time for the Tigers to pull away as well. Donna Thayer finds Kate Thayer wide open for 3, knocks it down. Kate Thayer with her first 3-pointer of the game, and now she has 9 points. And now we're going to get a foul by the half-court line. This one's going to get called on Kelliher Northome. They call it on Donna Thayer for her 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul of the half for Kelliher Northome as well. We have not seen a PRB foul yet this half, which is nice to see. And now Tulinchik, reverse layup, can't get it to go. It's rebounded by the Mustangs. Here's Donna in transition, makes the bucket. First good field goal of the game for Donna Thayer, and now we have a 1-point game, 40-39, just like that. Kelliher Northome right back into the thick of things here. Alora Dahl passes Tulinchik. Thought about pulling up for 2, can't get it away. Now gets it away to Barkus for 3. That's going to rim out. Tough luck that time for Hannah Barkus, and it's rebounded by Binkley. Binkley racing up the court, loses it, and coming up with it, it's Alora Dahl. PRB trying to extend their lead here with 10:20 to go in the game. Claire into the front court, getting by Binkley, takes it back out. Spin move to her right, tries to put it up, gets blocked, and that not quite going to go out of bounds. Somehow Mustangs still with the ball here. Ella Thayer in transition, takes it up, misses. Tulinchik collects the rebound, and it looks like Tulinchik's hobbled a little bit, but staying out there. Here's Alora Dahl, and we're going to get a timeout taken by Coach Tucker Sheely of the PRB Tigers. It's a 1-point game, folks. Back and forth we go. The PRB Tigers up 40-39 here on yourliveevent.com. We're going to step aside and be back with more coverage of this game after a word from our sponsors.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
And we're back. We're ready to go after the break here. River-Backus ready to inbound it for the Tigers. Aggressive pass to Tulenchik. Looks like this one's going to get stolen. Actually, no. It's going to be a jump ball, so PRB will keep it. Maybe an ill-advised pass that time. Tulenchik not really open down there in the post, and she will try an inbound pass herself now from the baseline. She gets it into Claire Dahl. Dahl finds Hannikin on the right wing. Hannikin back to Alora in the corner. Alora down the baseline, gonna get shoved, and now it'll be another inbound pass for the PRB Tigers. That foul was called on Kate Thayer, and folks, that was a big one, as now Kate Thayer is at 4 personal fouls. And I've been praising Kate Thayer as one of the best players on the floor tonight for Kelliher Northome. So again, that's a big one. We'll keep an eye on that, as now PRB with the inbound pass, and now Ramsey Tulenchik taking a hit to the eye, it looks like, on the layup attempt. Should be able to blink that one off. She seems okay, but in any case, she's back at the line. They got Bailey Lindley that time on the foul. That was the 15th foul of the half for the Mustangs, and Tulenchik, shaking off the eye injury, makes her first of 2, and now is 10 out of 12 shooting free throws. Kate Thayer now off the court for the Mustangs. They bring in Monty Johnson to replace her. Tulenchik's second is going to miss short, and it's rebounded here by the Mustangs. Up into the front court, Ella Thayer, the sophomore for the Mustangs. We're going to get a foul this time, and I think that's going to get called on Hannikin, who looked a little bit exasperated at that call, and that was her 4th personal foul as well. So now each team with one starter in foul trouble, and Hannikin will sub out, bringing Caden Borman back into the game, as Donna Thayer will inbound it from the baseline. She gets it in. It's Ella in the corner, and now it's Donna again. Donna down the baseline is going to maybe step out with it. Yes, it looks like that is the call, and that's going to be a turnover. 9 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the game. PRB with a 2-point lead, far from comfortable. As here's Laura Dahl. Dahl crosses into the front court. Monty Johnson hanging with her defensively as she passes this time to Claire Dahl. Claire to the top of the key has Tulenchik. Now to Alora. Alora steps back, finds Borman. Borman to Barkus. Barkus open for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by Monty Johnson. Johnson. Will she take it all the way? Charge! Pretty obvious one. Tulenchik did not move for a solid 3 seconds that time and took the charge like a champ. That was Johnson's 2nd personal foul of this game, and it was the 6th team foul of the half for the Mustangs. PRB with only 1 as a team here in the second half. Really, really nice change of pace after they had 11 in the first half. Here's Tulenchik by the free throw line, trying to spin by Lindley. Passes to Dahl for 2. Dahl misses off the rim. It's rebounded that time by Johnson. Monty Johnson passes. Donna Thayer for 3. Airballed out of bounds. With 8:25 left in the game, still a 2-point lead for the PRB Tigers, as a handful of substitutions now for the Mustangs. They bring back in Linnell Sharnosky and Kylie Binkley, as well as Gage Shuey, as now it is Alora Dahl back with the ball for the Tigers. Nice defense from Johnson, but Dahl able to get it away to Barkus. Now Tulenchik, left side, finds Borman for 2. That's going to miss off the rim. Back iron, rebounded here by Lindley, and Lindley gets it away to Sharnosky. Linnell Sharnosky, beyond the arc, passes. Binkley wide open for 3. Cha-ching! Kylie Binkley has taken the lead now for the Mustangs, 42-41. A bit of a defensive lapse that time for the Tigers to leave her that open, and now Dahl trying to find Barkus. Ball knocked out that time by Charnosky. Barkus will try again. Or she'll try to inbound it here from the near side. She gets it into Borman. Borman down low finds Tulinchik, who's one-on-one and takes an obvious foul that time off of Kylie Binkley, and that was Binkley's third. And it was the 7th team foul of the half for the Tigers. It looks like the official is signaling for a 1-and-1, even though it looked like Tulinchik was in the process of the shot. It doesn't matter. She will take a 1-and-1 opportunity here, looking for her 30th point of this game right now, and she can't find it. It's going to get rebounded here by the Mustangs. Johnson kicks it out. Charnosky trying to find Lindley at that time, and it's knocked out of bounds by Barkus into the hallway over there. So we'll reset with 7:33 to go. Mustangs trying to extend their 1-point lead. What a game we have on hand tonight, folks. Here's Binkley into the paint, lays it up, misses off to the right side, gets her own rebound, and the putback. Kylie Binkley all of a sudden is the points leader in this game for Kelliher Northome. She's got 10, and with that, we got a timeout taken. 44-41 our score. Mustangs lead the Tigers late in the fourth quarter. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
We are back in the Cub Foods Brainerd and Baxter studios. Sam Parsons with you here. What's been a really great basketball game tonight so far, folks. The PRB Tigers trailing the Kelliher Northome Mustangs by 3, 44-41. Aside from an early 11-point run for the PRB Tigers, neither team really ever having a significant upper hand in this game. I believe the largest deficit that we've had so far in this game was 7. And now a pass over the heads of everybody. Ramsey Tulinchik comes up with it. Ball knocked away, and it was Binkley making the play. She comes up with it. What a play by Binkley, the 8th grader, on the right side now for the Mustangs. Passing, Johnson open, gets fouled by Tulinchik. And the PRB faithful do not agree with it. It doesn't matter. Monty Johnson's at the line to shoot 2. Tucker Shealy also pleading his case to the official here. Does not agree with it. It seems like nobody on the PRB side agrees with it. I mean, that's all part of being a fan. 7 minutes and 13 seconds left in this game. A big opportunity now for Monty Johnson to extend a 3-point lead. She'll miss her first of 2. Johnson's second. Can't get that one to go, and it's rebounded by Tulinchik. 7 minutes to go in the game. Tigers need something here. It's passed to Dahl. Dahl on the left, finds Borman. Borman taking it to the bucket, misses. Tulinchik rushes in with the rebound and the bucket and the foul. So Tulinchik crosses the 30-point threshold with that. She's at 31 now. Chance to tie it up here with a 3-point play, as that time they book. I'm actually not entirely sure. They haven't put the number on the board yet. I want to say that was Shuey. Yeah, they called Shuey. As Tulinchik misses the free throw, but PRB able to come up with the rebound offensively here. Alora Dahl finding Caden Borman. Now a pass down low. Tulinchik, can she take it in? No. It's going to get rebounded by the Mustangs. Here with it, Charnosky. Down low to Johnson. Johnson with a fadeaway. Can't get it to go, but she will head to the line for 2. And that foul was called on Caden Borman of the Tigers. We saw a similar development last half, folks, where the Tigers didn't have a lot of fouls in the first first quarter of the game, if you will, but then a lot of fouls in the last part of the first half. They only had one team foul just a little bit ago, but I've racked up 2 in the last minute as Johnson's first of 2 free throws is off the mark, and she is now 1 for 5 from the charity stripe. Here's Johnson's second. That's going to rim out as well. And Tulenchik coming up the rebound that time again. Here's Laura Dahl for the Tigers. 6.5 minutes to go in the game. Tigers with a chance to take the lead here. It's Barkus finding Tulenchik down low. Tulenchik turnaround, misses off the back iron, collects her own rebound, misses again with the putback. And that's going to get rebounded by Lindley. Up to Binkley now. Kylie Binkley lost the grip on it, floats it from the paint, misses, and Tulenchik with the rebound again. Tulenchik using her size to her advantage in every facet of this game tonight, as now it's Laura Dahl on the left, finding Tulenchik wide open. Tulenchik thought about the 3, didn't take it, spins around. Barkus tries the 3, off the mark. It's going to get rebounded by Johnson. Johnson for the Mustangs, taking it in. Tulenchik able to get the block, and now we're going to get a holding foul, and I think that one's going to get called on the Mustangs. It does. They're going to get Shuey on that one, and that was her second personal foul, the 9th team foul of the half for the Mustangs. Their next foul is going to be a big one, as now Kate Thayer subs back in. 5.5 minutes to go in the game. She was out for a little bit because she's in foul trouble. Claire Dahl is at the line. She's only shot 1 free throw tonight, and it was a miss earlier. Misses this one as well, and that's going to be rebounded by Lindley of the Mustangs. Now Sharnosky into the front court. She'll kick it out. Kate Thayer takes the 3, and that's going to miss long, but Monty Johnson with the rebound takes a foul that time, and Caden Borman's going to send Monty Johnson back to the line. And she'll shoot 2. By the way, got a final score out of the ESCO. Oh, I'm going to have to let that point wait, as we're going to get a timeout taken here. 5:21 to go in this game. The slimmest of leads for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. We'll take a quick step aside and pick up our coverage after a quick break.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Back after the timeout, Monty Johnson ready to shoot free throws. Has not been successful from the line so far tonight, trying to reverse her fortunes here and make this a solid field goal game, and she does. Makes her first out of 2, and it is now a 2-point game. 45-43 lead for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. And make it still 45-43. She goes 1 for 2 there. Tulenchik rushing up the court for the Tigers, trying to tie this thing up or perhaps take the lead back. Pass goes out of bounds, knocked out by Kate Thayer. Tigers will be inbounding it from the far sideline now. Johnson subbing out now for the Mustangs as they bring back in Ella Thayer. As this pass down low to Tulenchik. Tulenchik with a one-on-one is going to make it. And Tulenchik now has 33 points for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. It's 45-45 with 5 minutes left in the game. Kate Thayer passing right side to Binkley, who's been the hot hand for Kelliher Northome so far. Now down low to Sharnosky. She misses, and putting it back in, Ella Thayer to take the lead back. 47-45, Mustangs with the lead. Here's Dahl, left side now for the Tigers. Binkley stays with her. Now she passes to Barkus. Barkus working to her left, passes to Hannikin. Back to Barkus on the right side. Barkus down low, Tulinchik in the post, turnaround, got it, off the glass. Now 35 points for Ramsey, and it's a tie game at 47 apiece. Charnoski open for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Tigers, and we're going to get a timeout. Or no, I thought that we were going to get a timeout off of that, but not quite. A jump ball situation. Possession will be awarded to PRB. By the way, folks, I meant to say earlier, got a final score update out of a few of our broadcasts happening right now. Esco over Pequot Lake 63-50. Crosby Ironton beating Moose Lake Willow River 89-78. And a shot there is going to miss from the Mustangs. Rebounded by the Tigers. Tulinchik taking up the court. Out to Hannikin. Hannikin to Dahl to Barkus. Barkus for three. Can't get it to go. Rebounded this time by Charnoski. Stolen by Barkus. Barkus going to get fouled. By the way, Crosby Ironton beat Aiken 69-35 in girls basketball. Tori Orline scored 43 points and reached 1,000 career points as an 8th grader. That is one of the most astonishing developments in our area this winter season, and a big congratulations to her in the win over the Aiken Gobblers, as now Hannah Barkus going to take the lead for the PRB Tigers with that free throw, and she has another one on the way here. That last foul, I should mention, was actually, I'm not sure who that was on. But either way, Barkus is going to miss her free throw. Oh, excuse me, that was on Ella Thayer for a fourth personal foul, and now we're going to get another stoppage of play in the corner over there. Inbound pass to come momentarily from Linnell Charnoski. Mustangs trying to take the lead with this possession. 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the game. It's Binkley at the top of the key. To the right, finding Kate Thayer. Kate works to her left, passes back to Binkley. Now Binkley to Charnoski on the left wing. Down low, a pass stolen right into the hands that time of Tulinchik, and Tulinchik able to weasel her way out of the defense there and gets it away to Alora Dahl. Alora into the offensive zone, finds Claire. Claire to Tulinchik. Tulinchik, isolation, has two more. Ramsey with 37 out of the 50 points that Pine River-Backus has scored tonight. Pass down low, gets sent out of bounds by the Mustangs, and Malia Grunmeyer can't come up with it. It's going to be PRB ball again. They're up by 3, and they can make it a 2-possession game with this possession if they play their cards right. Barkus threads the needle with the inbound pass that time for Alora Dahl. And now Alora, can she get by Binkley? Yes. Into the offensive zone. Claire Dahl gets freed up on the left side. Now Claire working to her right. Thought about the three-pointer, didn't take it. Now Alora. Nice help side defense here from Kelliher Northome, as now Alora tries to float that one up, can't get it. And now Claire Dahl didn't take the three, maybe taking it in herself. Reverses course back to her left. Stopping at the free throw line. Back to her right. Kate Thayer sticking to her like glue, and now we're going to get a timeout called by Coach Tucker Sheely. 2.5 minutes left in this game. It is a 3-point ball game, heading all the way down to the wire, folks. The PRB Tigers have the lead. What's going to happen next? I shall find out with you, folks, after a quick break here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
We're back at Pine River-Backus High School in the gymnasium for a basketball game that is as close as they get, folks. It's 3 points, the deficit. Kelliher Northome trying to make that up, but PRB will have the ball once we resume play from the timeout here. At least they'll be inbounding it here. We'll see what kind of play Coach Tucker Shealy just drew up there on the sideline to try to make it a 2-possession game right now. Backus to inbound it. She'll get it into Tulenchik. Not quite. Actually, that's going to get knocked straight out by Bailey Lindley, so they'll try again. What's going to happen again? Same play, Tulenchik again. She'll take it to the bucket. Tulenchik has it for 2. And now she's got 39 points. Left side, Mustangs able to find Binkley. Binkley to Kate Thayer. Thayer for 3, gets blocked. Ella Thayer can't save it from going out of bounds, and it'll be PRB ball again. 2:07 to go here in the game, and PRB trying to run away with it. A score here would be huge for the Tigers, but they have to get it out of their own zone first. Here is Tulenchik off the inbound pass to Claire Dahl, and even 2 minutes left. Dahl on the right side. Binkley hanging with her defensively. Dahl to Hannikin. Hannikin to Backus. Backus to Tulenchik on the top of the key. Now to Alora Dahl. Still man-to-man defense for the Mustangs. Hannikin swarmed by 2 Thayers. Gets it away to Claire Dahl. Claire. Ball almost stolen. Now it squirts away. Tulenchik comes up with it. Now Kate Thayer able to get it off the roll, and Thayer lays it in. There's 2 points. A big 2 that time for the Mustangs. That'll keep them in the game. Here's Claire Dahl now for the Tigers. She gets it up to Backus. Backus knocked down. That's a foul. And Hannah Backus with a big free throw coming up here. A big 2 free throws, I should specify, as Kylie Binkley just committed her 4th personal foul. And now 3 players on the floor right now for Kelliher Northome have 4 fouls. They have 3 players in foul trouble, and for a team that needs to potentially foul to stay in this game now, that Backus just made that one, that's mighty big. And it looks like they're going to take care of one of those players with Ella Thayer heading out. Linnell Sharnoski back in, so now only 2 players on the floor in foul trouble for the Mustangs. A clutch pair of free throws there for Hannah Backus. We'll make it a 5-point game with 1:15 left. Into the offensive zone, Donna Thayer for the Mustangs. Passing, Sharnoski down low, finds Monty Johnson, and Monty finds the bucket. And now we're going to get a timeout. 1:06 left in this game. Kelliher Northome still not going quietly into the night. We're going to take one more break, and we will have our coverage of the rest of the game after this on yourlivevent.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate.
Back with you here at PRB. It's Sam Parsons with you, and this game is coming down to the wire. You can say it with me again. It is coming down to the wire. PRB Tigers up by 3. They'll start out of this break with an inbound pass, and if Kelliher Northome is able to force a turnover, then it's anybody's game. So an important offensive possession. Circle it, bold it, highlight it. Backus ready to inbound it. She'll get it into Claire Dahl. So step 1 complete. Claire Dahl trying to get up the left side. Passes to Alora. Now a pass up to Tulenchik. Tulenchik triple teamed here. Trying to get it away. Kate Thayer coming up with the steal, and we're going to get a foul there near half court. It's going to be on Alora Dahl of the Tigers, and so now the Kelliher Northome Mustangs with 53.3 seconds left have a chance to either cut the lead to 1 or make it a tie game. Amazing defense that time for the Mustangs as this one's inbounded to Kate Thayer. We'll see what the PRB Tigers do defensively. Thayer passes to the other Thayer, Donna. Donna steps back for three, off the rim. Johnson gets the rebound, puts it back up. Tulichik gets the block. Tulichik hanging on to it, trying to get away. She does. Tulichik in the corner. She'll take a foul. Looked like she was hitting the nose that time. Thankfully, no blood coming out. And now Ramsey Tulichik with 34.4 seconds left in this game. Could make it a 2-possession game if she just makes a 1 out of 2 here. That was Monty Johnson's 3rd personal foul in this game. Team fouls don't matter as Kelliher Northome's been over 10 for a long time now. First one for Tulichik, rims out, placing all the more importance on the second one. She's got 39 points. Can't get 40 there, and that's a big one. And a travel's going to get called right away on Kylie Binkley, and that's going to give the ball right back to the Tigers. A brutal mistake that time by the 8th grader as she put her head in her hands right after making it. We're going to get a timeout from Coach Tucker Sheely. We'll keep it right here. With 32.2 seconds left in this game, Binkley still distraught as she heads to the sideline. You hate to see that mistake out of such a young player, but got the rebound and then traveled with it right away. PRB still not out of the woods yet. And I got a final out of the Wadena Deer Creek Pillager game. Wadena Deer Creek won by 1 point on a free throw on the last play. My goodness. I hope we don't see anything like that in this game if you're a PRB fan. But we're ready to go. Tulichik inbounds it to Hannikin. Hannikin holds on to it and passes to Claire Dahl. Under 30 seconds to go. Dahl able to keep it, and she's going to take a foul. Donna Thayer, the guilty party there, and that was her 4th personal foul. So she's not going to foul out with that. But now 3 players, again, for the Mustangs in foul trouble right now. And that limits their options. Claire Dahl's first. She has it. Huge free throw that time for the Tigers to make it a 4-point game. And now it's icing on the cake for Dahl if she makes this one. She does. 56-51, and now it's a 2-possession game for Kelliher Northome. Thayer works it up. Binkley off the glass. That's a quick one, and that's what they needed. Going to get a timeout taken now by Coach Kevin Waldo of the Mustangs. So credit Binkley with the points, and Kylie Binkley for the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. Even after that traveling error, still one of the best contributors for the Mustangs tonight. She's got 12 points. And that is actually the most points that's more points than any of her teammates. So she's leading the team. What a game that we have seen tonight, folks. 56-53, and it sounds like we had another good one over on Cash 95. Again, the PRB Tigers trying to escape with their 9th win of the season, folks. And if they get it, the back half of their schedule, if you look ahead, they have 4 very winnable games out of their last 7 after this one. And if they're able to get all those wins that they should get, then they can finish over 500 on the season, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly with this. I mean, that would put them at 500 now that I think about it. But it'd be big for the Tigers' psyche if they could finish this season on a big run. They have the talent to make it. And now it's inbounded to Tulichik. Ramsey's going to take a foul on the far side, and she will head to the line with a chance to, again, make this thing a 2-possession game. And with that, folks, that is going to make Donna Thayer now fouled out. That was her 5th personal foul. Out she goes. Ella Thayer's back in the game. And they still have 3 out of their 5 players in foul trouble. We'll see if it matters. It shouldn't. Ramsey's got 40, and she's got the Tigers up by 4. A big free throw that time. Still just icing on the cake if she makes it here. 41. Here's Kate Thayer for the Mustangs. Aggressive pass goes out of bounds, but the Mustangs will keep it. 9 seconds left. It's looking like the Tigers are going to come away with the win here, barring an absolute miracle from the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. They're going to need a very quick score after the inbound pass here. Johnson gets it in. Charnoski to Binkley for 3. Can't get it. Rebounded by Hannikin. Hannikin not going to take a foul. Passes this one away to Dahl, and the PRB Tigers come away with the win over Kelliher Northome. Final score 58-53, and they're now 9-10 on the season. What a game, and what a performance for the Tigers. We got a lot to talk about for our post-game show coming up, folks. That'll be after we take a quick break and get some stats together. It is yourliveevent.com, PRB Girls Hoops.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com. Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is holding a fundraising tournament Saturday, February 12th for owner Sandy Zoldi as she fights leukemia. Everyone is welcome. Two-person teams bowling 3 games, 2 p.m. start with $50 entry fee per person. There's also a benefit for Sandy at the Pine River Legion Sunday, February 20th starting at 3. Let's help save Sandy. Community Bowls fundraising tournament February 12th and benefit February 20th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for information to register or donate.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate, small animal care for your beloved pets.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you. We just wrapped up our game coverage of the PRB Tigers winning over the Kelliher Northome Mustangs 58-53. Their 9th win of the season, 5th loss of the season for Kelliher Northome, and another win over a very tough team for the PRB Tigers, as that tough schedule has been a theme all season long for the Tigers, folks. They have faced quite the gauntlet this season, and it's not going to get any easier for them because they actually have the 7th-ranked team in the state coming up on Friday when they travel to Cass Lake Bena. But before we get to that, and we'll be getting to post-game interviews pretty soon here as well, leading the way for Kelliher Northome in this game, it was Kylie Binkley, who scored 12 points. This is scoring-wise, of course, followed by Kate Thayer, who contributed 11. Monty Johnson and Linnell Charnosky each with 8. They also had Ella Thayer contribute 7. They had Gage Shuey contributing 4, and Donna Thayer with 3. For the PRB Tigers, they were led far and away by Ramsey Tulinchik, who came up with 41 points, and Hannah Barkas with 11, Emily Hannikin with 2, Claire Dahl with 2, Alora Dahl and Caden Borman each with 1. Folks, I got to take a quick break here. I'll talk with Tucker Sheely really quick about who's supposed to come up here, but either way, a big win for the PRB Tigers, and we'll have post-game interviews right after this.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest premier country and rock festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate.
Can't hear me.
All right, we're back here at PRB High School, now joined by some of the victorious PRB Tigers, starting with Ramsey Tulenchik, who had 41 points in this game. That's obviously a lot, Ramsey, but what were some of the things you thought you did well out there tonight?
Well, I think I was a little timid going into the game because I know I had a girl defender, but then when I got it out there, I put my mind that I could do this, and I think that really helped me power through, that I need to have that mindset all the time.
Now, you went to the line a lot tonight, and they were playing very physically with you down there. So my first question about just all the fouls that you took, what was that? What was going through your mind as you probably knew that was their game plan to try to shut you down physically like that?
Well, I was a little scared because they were kind of mean, not going to lie. I think I almost broke my nose a couple times.
Oh, jeez. It's all right, though?
No, it's all right.
No blood or anything? That's good. All right, but my second question was those last two trips that you made to the line when it was a 3-point game, what was going through your mind then?
Nerves. I did miss my first two, but the second two I took an extra breath and kind of let it come to me.
Well, very good. Ramsey, and now your next game is against Cass Lake Bena on Friday. Just thoughts. I know that's the second time, I believe, that you guys are going to be playing them this year. So what are your thoughts on taking them again in the rematch?
Play disciplined, even a little bit more than we are tonight, that we have a shot and we all play up to our full potential, we could do it.
Absolutely. Ramsey Tulenchik joining us for our post-game show here. Ramsey, appreciate your time. As always, congratulations on another big performance, and best of luck to you guys on Friday.
Thank you.
We also have Alora Dahl here with us. Alora, great game for you as well.
Thank you.
I'll start with just what are some of the things you thought you did well out there?
I think we just had to stay calm when we're out there, and we just got to make sure that we take care of the ball and, just take care of it and take our time.
How does it feel to get a win like that over a team that's that good, especially coming out off of a loss to a rival on Friday?
Yeah, it feels good. I think we worked hard. We pushed the ball a lot, but it felt good.
And now, Alora, I want to ask, at this point of the season, what's the vibe like in the locker room with you guys?
We just talk about, I don't know, it's pretty chill. We just have to talk about what we're struggling with and then what we need to do better.
Well, I certainly wish you guys the best of luck in doing better. The last month of the season should be a big stretch of games for you guys. Congratulations on the win tonight, Alora. Best of luck to you moving forward.
Thank you.
All right, stick around. I'll have something for you after the game, or after we get done here. But we're going to wrap up by talking with Tucker Sheely, coach of the PRB Tigers. Tucker, a big win for you guys over a conference opponent. I imagine you're happy about that. But what were some of your observations out there?
Yeah, no, very pleased with the effort. It was nice to see we took care of it there down the stretch with just a small lead. So it was nice to see take care of the basketball. We had a couple things we got to clean up on that press breaker, especially there to finish. But we hit some big free throws down the stretch, and obviously Ramsey had a heck of a game here tonight as well.
Yeah, a big game for the whole team, and now one game closer to 500, Tucker. And you guys have Cass Lake Bena, like I said, on Friday. I know that you guys already played them this year, but now what are you going to be telling your team as you gear up for the rematch?
Yeah, they like to push the ball, and we were able to kind of take Northome out of somewhat they do. They've been putting up a lot of points this year, and so it'll be more of the same here on Thursday. Try to stop. They have quite a few weapons over at Cass Lake, and one thing we didn't do great tonight was we allowed a lot of penetration into that lane, and so we have to guards have to keep them out of there and force them to shoot tougher shots. So we'll look to kind of work on that a little bit tomorrow practice and give Cass Lake our best shot on Thursday.
Absolutely. Tucker Sheely joining us for a post-game show here. Tucker, thank you so much as always for your time, and best of luck to you guys on Thursday.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Absolutely. A pleasure being here as always. We'll take one more break and wrap up our post-game show after this.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com. Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Welcome back to Pine River-Backus High School. Sam Parsons with you here. We just heard our post-game conversations with some of the victorious PRB Tigers, and once again, a big thank you to Coach Tucker Sheely as well as Ramsey Tulenchik and Alora Dahl of the PRB Tigers for coming up and chatting with me here. Always appreciate Tucker's help with getting those girls up here to chat for our post-game show and collect their awards, and it was a nice game for the PRB Tigers tonight. Once again, a 58-53 final score, and specifically thoroughly impressed with their defensive effort tonight. Allowing only 53 points to that Kelliher Northome team is a legit accomplishment because, like I said, they only scored less than 60 points in 2 different games this year heading into this contest. So a huge game for them defensively, and obviously a huge game for Ramsey Tulenchik offensively. A lot of good passing as well for the PRB offense. So very few complaints from where I sit as a broadcaster watching that game. I think that the PRB Tigers probably could have cleaned up their discipline a little bit more, and that was something that even Ramsey herself said. I think that Tucker said it as well. They did commit a lot of fouls in this game, 17 to be exact, but hey, Kelliher Northome committed a lot more than that. So again, a good shape for the PRB Tigers in this game. Taking a look at our post-game awards, we are going to start giving out our post-game awards with our Enbridge I Bring the Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and it was done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. Thank you. Our I Bring the Energy Player of the Game is actually going to go to one of the Kelliher Northome Mustangs. I'm going to give this to Kate Thayer, the 8th grader, for Kelliher Northome, who scored 11 points. That was second on the team, second only to Kylie Binkley, who was another 8th grader on this team. So a lot of stuff to look forward to if you're a Kelliher Northome fan. Two players that young and that good. That's very exciting. And Kate Thayer was fantastic, especially on defense for her. She was probably the best defensive player that Kelliher Northome had tonight. Very, very sticky in that man defense, just all over whoever her assignment was, and very clean as well. Even though she did have four personal fouls, but that physical aggression worked out more often than it didn't. So I'm going to give her our I Bring the Energy Player of the Game. We also have our Pine River Family Market Star of the Game. Pine River Family Market is where you can find it all and still enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just 2 for $6. Visit them online for curbside pickup or delivery, PineRiverFamilyMarketDelivers.com. Our Pine River Family Market Star of the Game is going to be Alora Dahl for the PRB Tigers, who only scored 1 point, but again, big contributions from her defensively. She was especially lethal off those inbound passes that Kelliher Northome had. If I kept track of steals, I imagine she would have quite a few of those, and she was just very good defensively, very, very good passing the ball as well, again, succeeding in ways that don't show up in the points category. So I'm going to give her our Pine River Family Market Star of the Game, and then we'll wrap up with our Big Deal Player of the Game. Big thank you to all of our big deal sponsors, Newman Construction in Brainerd, Advantage Seamless Gutters in Baxter, the Mille Lacs Energy Cooperative, Crow Wing Kayaks in Cross Lake, the Cuyuna Regional Medical Center, BigDealAuctions.com, W.W. Thompson Concrete Products in Brainerd, Whippler Precast in Pine River, the Pizza Ranch in Baxter and Little Falls, Willie's Marine of McGregor, Riverwood Healthcare, and Brandel Motors of Aiken. Our big deal player of the game, you can imagine, is going to go to Ramsey Tulenchik. There's just simply no one else to give it to, folks. When you score 41 points out of 58 for your team, I mean, what else is there to really say about that? It speaks for itself. So I'm just going to leave it at that. And she also had, a gazillion rebounds, being like the tallest player on the court out there. Just another wildly impressive performance. She is our big deal player of the game. And we'll wrap up our broadcast here by taking a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here with Homegrown Local Radio, our upcoming sports broadcast schedule for the week. Tomorrow, you can catch Golden Gopher Men's Basketball Weekly with Ben Johnson starting at 6 p.m. on Cash 95, and then that'll be followed by the Golden Gopher Men's Basketball team at Nebraska in action on Cash 95 starting at 7:30. We also have coverage of the Minnesota Timberwolves taking on the Sacramento Kings tomorrow night on Skeeter 101.5 starting at 8:30. Thursday, we have Section 6A girls hockey playoff action with the Northern Lakes Lightning hosting Morris Benson on KLKS Talk 100. A boys basketball game pitting Crosby Ironton against Detroit Lakes on Skeeter 101.5. McGregor hosting Two Harbors, and Pillager welcoming Wadena Deer Creek in girls basketball as well. The former broadcast on KKIN FM 94.3 and the latter on Cash 95. Then on Friday, Pequot Lakes will host Perham on KLKS Talk 100 in boys basketball. In girls basketball, you have Park Rapids at Aiken on KKIN AM 930 FM 103.1 and yourliveevent.com starting at 6:55. And then it'll wrap up Friday night with more boys basketball. Second-ranked Cass Lake Bena going to be here at Pine River-Backus with yours truly on the call for boys basketball. That'll be broadcast on Skeeter 101.5 and yourliveevent.com. So I'm certainly looking forward to that one and being back here in the gym for PRB. But in any case, folks, once again, final score tonight, 58-53. The PRB Tigers get the win, their 9th win of the season. They will head to Cass Lake Bena. And I know that Tucker Shealy said that game was going to be on Thursday. I wrote down that it was on Friday. I might have just been looking cross-eyed at the schedule, if I'm being honest with you. So I'm going to probably defer to Coach Shealy on that one. But for Kelliher Northome, they are going to be hosting Clearbrook Gonvick on Thursday. Another tough matchup for them. I believe they are 12-5 on the season. So more great basketball over the rest of this week, and as always, you can check out our full upcoming high school sports broadcast schedule over on rjbroadcasting.com. Well, folks, for everybody here at Homegrown Local Radio, my name is Sam Parsons, bidding everybody a great rest of your Tuesday, a great Tuesday night. Everybody have a great rest of your week as well. So long, and until next time.